Alright, I'm back in. I'm just gonna delete our previous session here, because whatever. And now, post and manage announcements. Probably now. Broadcast URL. I should be. Well, I can see myself. Can you see me on the Steam store page now? Broadcast game. Blacksmith Legends demo playthrough. Artwork. I will have to provide my beautiful picture there. Upload. Cover image required. Broadcasting. Okay, let's turn it on again. Add myself for the account. Watch developer play, drag images, broadcast, blah blah blah, not important. You don't think you can see my stream? Okay, let's see, maybe I have to set it up again. Let's see. On my workshop page, sure. I think it should be on my workshop page. Yeah, I need to publish it for it to be really visible. Yeah. Store. It doesn't say the live here, however. I don't know why. Before I was able to see like stuff. Blacksmith Legends. Yeah, still nothing displays here. I think and to title Blacksmith Legends demo 1 viewer marathon. Save changes. Before I could see it here, where it disappeared. Where's my broadcast? It says here I'm live, but I mean it can take up to 5 minutes, so we can still wait. Start time 9:43. Steam events, configure broadcast, app ID 143. Let's check the ID of the app. 143. Okay. Zero. I think it's set up correctly and it should be here shortly. I believe that. Hey Pi, welcome to my channel. Did you kick some asses? Fruits, please check it if you can from time to time and let me know if you see any changes. I still don't see anything. You gotta use the main game ID. Sure. I'm using click here to return to the game. Maybe I gotta restart it. Okay, let's see for let's see. For whatever reason, it may stop. Steam user can join your what was it? Can join your didn't get that message properly. It recognizes my application, the ID, so it knows what I'm streaming. And also, it streams my main game app. So it actually is now working well, though still for some reason it's not visible on my Steam store page. Blacksmith Legends. Ah, developer broadcasts. I can see it on Blacksmith Legends. Look here. For some reason it's not visible on my Steam store page. So I think it works actually now. Can you check it out, please? Free demo. Not for you? Okay. Let's see. Steam community, Blacksmith Legends. Yeah, it's visible there. It's visible. I can see it now broadcasting. Look here. And this down below. You see that, Fruit? So pretty much we're alive, guys. Finally. Sorry for the delay. I had some technical difficulties here. So it took me quite some time to actually set up the stream and do everything properly. And I'm just checking now for a few seconds the delay and all this stuff. But I think we're good to go. It is live now. Okay, great. So, welcome to my little game, to my little demonstration. For players that want to play it and didn't have a chance yet, feel free to watch my stream. I will be releasing updates properly. Probably I'll try like daily or probably every 2-3 days, and we'll see what's gonna happen, what kind of bugs, you know, I am able to find or so many other players are able to find. But hopefully everything will be alright. I am the solo developer of this game, so there's no one else actually working on this game behind me, but I have a lot of support and help from guys just like Math Fruits here, or Pie, or Pie. Yeah. So thanks for the support. You're really great people, and without you, frankly, I probably would struggle a lot, and you know, probably even not this small demo wouldn't be released. And also I have to also thank my publisher as well. So I gotta give a credit for the Russian language to Oleg Bakalin on my Discord server. And also the logo creators and hand-painted characters are made by amazing people. If you haven't done so, please, if you encounter any bugs, feel free to click on this Discord icon at the bottom right and report anything. So without further ado, we can actually start making our first character, and we can name it, let's say, Machal, which is like my nickname. So you can see there's like a morale, working speed. Every character in the game, like employee, will have like 3 stats and traits. You can choose also some flag, which will be displayed in the world map on your cards, wheel cards. At the moment there's only 1 difficulty and only like 4 characters to choose from. It may change and vary in the future, of course, because everybody needs like a bearded blacksmith, right? I don't have this typical dwarfy, broad-shouldered guy in there. The world map will be consisting of towns where you can actually move. At the moment, we're gonna start in Mirstone, and that's a place where we will have like 2 workshop spaces, and we'll pay no fee for moving there. Okay, so we can sign this honorable offer and start the game. Pretty much this is how the game starts, and also when the prologue will be released, it will start like that as well. And at the beginning of the game, you receive a letter from your parents that they're actually starting to pass out. They're really old and they feel like their days are coming, or they passed out, whatever. You can make your own story in here. And you inherit the workshop, you know, after them. So you'll have to make yourself great again. If I should use the option. You're gonna make blacksmithing great again. So pretty much we start the game with crafting 5 hammers, which is pretty simple. This is the workshop upgrades where you have to finish the tutorial, you know, for mining, of course, first. I hope I don't encounter any hidden bugs that somehow I missed, as that would be pretty nasty for me. Because pretty much like every developer, I hate bugs, of course, but they happen. I'm sorry I didn't read the text. There's like a quiet backstory for every person in this game, and they have their own disputes and stuff like that, their own desires, what they want to do. So you pretty much receive a first order here. Orders are displayed in this left side part of the screen, or quests, whatever you call them. And we need to craft. It's always displayed by icons what we have to craft. I choose this icon representation. So we need to craft 3 hammers and 4 wheels. Hammer, wheel, okay. We already have 5 hammers in the inventory. That's why it displays like abundance. Okay. I should probably use different letters for. I can't actually use probably different colors for what is necessary and what is currently in your inventory. Okay, so we need to. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, there is a tip about. There's a tip about you can press number 1, number 2, number 3, or a colon, which is left from the number 1 for pausing the game. I think I forgot to erase the previous tutorial so they overlap. Okay, you got already a first bug. Because I changed a few stuff in here, so hopefully there are gonna be no more overlaps. And now we receive a second order, and pretty much they can get more complicated, but sometimes they can be maybe simpler. It doesn't really, there's no really like tendency to going towards going more difficult, but it can happen. And in terms, you know, for the sake of this demo, I probably made it a bit more challenging with every order. So we'll see. Sorry, if we finish this, if we craft like 2 hammers, 2 tongs, 3 wheels, we'll receive a horseshoe and some fame and gold. Okay. Now we receive a short tutorial about like how we can remove recipes. In every slot you have, you can, you know, put anything there. You can put any recipe in any slot that you will have unlocked. Okay. And you can play with it. You can create your own kind of combination of recipes that are good for you. And it will be probably better demonstrated in longer gameplays. So for demo, it's just kind of, it's just a little bit of a display really at this moment. I don't think you have much choices to really play with recipes in here, because the game needs to be longer for that. All right, when you leave after 7 p.m. okay, there's still this typo. I haven't really removed it. Your character just leaves like home, and you can pretty much wait the night out. You can skip it and browse. I think there is not really much to do during the night at the moment, and we will just continue here by doing nothing, and I will demonstrate you both ways what you can pretty much do. So okay, what you can do when your character is offline, when your character goes to sleep, that's a nice term I used. You can pretty much click on the anvil I should probably make it more visible, you know, to be clicked. And you can like update your recipes and do some stuff. Pretty much now I need to do some wheels as well, so I can set it up now. I don't have to be bothered later. And if I don't want to wait it out, I can just skip it immediately. But the time is skipped after midnight. Okay, so if you click this yes before the midnight, it gets skipped. But if it's after, you just have to wait out the extra hours. It's really difficult to make it anytime, you know, just until the 7. The day always starts at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is the pinnacle here. It's the root of everything. Okay. Now let's just finish the order. And we got another one. Okay. You'll consistently get orders in order to continue and have some aim in the game, some goal. So this one gives us only the fame, but it shows us that these two farmers have a dispute between themselves. And they're just giving you orders to prove themselves something. Okay, now we go to the world map. It kind of disappeared. It shouldn't disappear though. I will check it. So this is a little tutorial that you can read. I don't have to do it, but you will need to mine like 10 iron ore. Okay, and you can do that by clicking on the mines, and you have to set the amount of 10 here in order to continue. Just as she says, really. And after this, when we, you know, every hour in this game, your resources are being harvested. It doesn't matter what you you know, it doesn't matter from 7 to 8, I think, is the time. So whatever you enter here, whatever you have here, gets into the stock. Well, it's 10.5, this is 11, sometimes it gets rounded up because of the variables, they work that way, but whatever you enter here, just make sure you know what you have entered there, okay, before the hour ticks. So let's make sure we stop it now, the mining. This is like the mining, you know, what happens in here. So we stop it, and now the hour ticked, but we only have the remaining stock there, which is 11, which is what we actually gathered. And now the cart comes and picks it up, okay, from the ore mine. So I should probably make some graphical display or explanation of how the craft moves. I think it's still quite confusing for some people. So after that, we can just return back. This is all what mining is about, okay? It's actually quite simple when you get a hang of it, but yes, I kind of agree that it's a little bit more difficult to understand it. I don't know, I find it kind of difficult to explain because the process that I created is a little bit difficult. So I think, or not really like difficult, it's just maybe unintuitive or something, but it's pretty much the best I could came up with. So but I think I will put some kind of a better display. I think I should. The mining needs a little bit more focus in that area. Alright, so we received the fame as we completed the order. Now we just got next one, you know, and this is how the game goes forward slowly. And we can get a spade, you know, right away. Sometimes you get recipes when you directly accept the quest. Sometimes you get it after you finish the quest. It's not explained there. I don't think it's kind of necessary to be explained, really. Like, when do you get it? It doesn't really matter for you, as long as you're able to finish the order. Sometimes I feel like the time isn't really set back to normal. We'll see about that. Okay, let's put the music a little bit more quiet. If you press your menu, the game is paused. This is like a game menu. You can save your game anytime you want, of course. We can go ahead and do that right away. Now it is saved, you can click to continue, you can return here. But you always have to unpause it. I think this is much better to unpause it manually every time you return from it. Because sometimes players may tend to do something, you know, something else. And I've been actually crafting my horseshoes, which I shouldn't. So I might actually sell them to at least get some money. I think I left some room for errors, but not much, I would say. Maybe I should give player more materials. I don't know, guys. If you feel like you have a lack of materials and you have no room for errors, feel free to let me know. Okay. Maybe the start is a bit harsh. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Some people find it easy, some people find it hard. Okay, we actually finished the mining tutorial, as you remember before. We can actually go to workshop and we can have some upgrades, you know, we can purchase them, but I strictly still don't advise to do that. Maybe I should probably even allow it later in the game. So, yeah, we got another quest. This time we have to craft horseshoes of a certain quality. Okay, 75%. They have to be 75% quality. Every time you craft an item, it has its own quality and price. Okay, so we have to craft horseshoes that we already know, but what we have to do now is we have to increase the quality. This is our crafting quality. It's 50% is pretty much standard. Okay. Now we can adjust working hours and stuff like that, and it can just alter our morale and working speed, of course, because the longer we stay at work, you know, the lower the morale will be, which kind of makes sense, at least to me. So I think the best use is like 7 to 22. And to increase our working quality, we can learn, sometimes there are weekly plans that your employee can have. Now, apprentice training increases your working speed and quality by 25%, which is pretty much kind of a big boost, since especially for early game, and you can learn it. You just have to pay 1 gold per week, you know, for employee, of course. So for start a game, it's pretty cool. It also gets displayed here among your traits, so you're good to go. Now we can finish the order properly, but we're also running low on materials, so always keep an eye on your resources. Okay, so we just have to go to the roadmap, click resume, wait until the time ticks, and then stop it. That's all we have to do. Okay, because we already set the amount previously, so it remembers. I think it would be probably better if I would love to set up there like a bar display, that every time the bar moves and it finishes, you know when your stock gets updated. Okay, because it may be confusing. So we'll see about that. Okay. let's finish the order. We have updated iron ore. Iron ore. It's like this game is set up in a fantasy world, of course, but since they use like medieval English and the towns have their kind of English-ish names, then let's assume it's some kind of an English world for now. Okay, now we get new order. We need to earn up to 3 gold points. Okay, I should probably put like goal earn up to 3 gold points, but whatever. And we got pickaxe for that, which is really nice item because it has a chance to give you random basic resource back after you sell it. I should probably add after sell or when being sold. And then we get a level up for a character, and we get some fame and gold as well. Now some quests can be rejected, but the main storyline ones, of course not. Otherwise you would just block yourself, you know. So yeah. I think I have to. There's my banner in there. Wait, let me just put away the ribbon. Yeah. So you can actually properly see my screen and what is happening here. Okay, this is the representation of how your day moves. Okay, I probably, yes, need to disable that as well. Yeah. I think I need to clean up my UI here so that I actually people can see what's going on. Chat box, that's fine. What else do we have here? Yeah, I think I need to get rid of that. Okay. I think it should be clean more now. I don't think my game is still visible properly. I'm not sure. I just see that. Display capture. Let's see, maybe I should adjust it a little bit. All right. I should have done it in the first place though. So the bottom screen is not really well captured in there. Should be fine though. Yeah, whatever. Let's do it like this. It's fine. I have to readjust it a bit like this so we actually see everything we click. All right. So right now we have to start on the new feature. We can get into it. It's called like selling. Every item that you create is pretty much displayed here. Okay. This is your local sales and marketplace. That's the only two features that are in demo. at the moment. You can also have auto sell, which of course auto sell your items, but you need to press it after every item that is created after you clicked it. Okay, it doesn't work retrospectively. If you happen to have some items here and you click auto sell, you still have to manually click to sell them. All right, and it starts automatically. You know, it has some kind of sections, you know, and that's how it goes. This is how sale works. You just have to click the item. Okay. Yeah. Now we will start with selling our products. I don't know why the tutorial there disappeared. It kind of shouldn't, but whatever. I'll check it later. Right now, let's just continue. I like to do the pickaxes because they sell kind of well, and they just cost us only 2 iron ore. Okay, so it's quite fine. And they have agriculture. They add us agriculture because of this green pen on it. We will learn about the agriculture in a while. So we can go to the sale menu and we see that the items are sold automatically and we're getting like customers. Charisma is only 1% at the beginning. Okay, now we have a new goal. We need to reach the agriculture level of our city, and we get a lot of rewards for that, especially also good reputation. You get a special quest from the mayor then. Now we're gonna learn something about developing the city. Okay, you got 3 categories: agriculture, warfare, commonwealth. And with selling items with these green pins here, as we go rake now, we can really boost the agriculture. Okay, now let me just go here and order some ore, lumber and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, I need to fix this tutorial as well. It overlaps. I don't like it. It's not intended. And then when we got new materials, we can actually just begin crafting the rake. And the rakes actually helps us to boost the agriculture bar really fast. Okay, every week, pretty much every Monday at the start of the day or start of the week, we get this recap of our expenses. So this is our local sales item we sold. This is this is what we earned from the quests, and these were our expenses during the mining. Staff training means there's this apprentice training that we pay. It's just 1 gold per week. And recipes, this is the one-time learning of them. Okay, so if you have a new recipe in the game, every recipe, depending on their tier, requires some entry learning fee. Okay, and besides from that, from now on, we'll have to pay 2 gold coins to our king, you know, as a starter. Otherwise, you know, we can get something, you know, something can happen. I'm not sure even if something happens in the demo. But pretty much there's like, okay, what's gonna happen if I go to 0 or if I go into minus? Well, nothing bad in general. You can just lock yourself out in your game when you have no materials to continue. And I didn't put any game over or something like that in there for yet, so it really depends. Wait, let me just open the... Okay, we need more. Let's grab like 3 more until we have the wood in there. Sure. Okay, how much we still need? We should be alright really soon. Okay, we got it. So we just finished the quest, and pretty much what's gonna happen now... that was a weird spin right there. We reached a new agriculture, and with that we received new recipes. Okay, I should probably balance and kinda make the names in a proper order in there so they don't overlap. There's a lot of overlap in this game, but you will notice that, but I tried to fix all of it properly. So now we receive a new quest as well with the new agriculture level, so we know what we have to do in order to continue. And we also receive a new type of quest that we have to hire Tarek and send him to explore the map. So let's save it here, just in case. And you will like wonder probably like who is Tarek. So we received a new feature called Tavern. In this case, a tavern is a location where you can actually hire heroes and hire employees, and you can get like a weekly rewards. Okay, this is weird. I still have my pause line in here, which is kind of funny. Okay, so every week we can click on the chest and we can get some kind of reward. At the moment we receive like 7 stacks of wood, but I don't think we received them. I think we received like 6, not sure. So I'll check that. And this is our hero, is Tarek, and with him we have 10 gold. Okay, we can hire him and we can explore the map. Okay, so let's just do that. Okay, to do any actions with your hero, I don't want to just explore, but you have to click this. Okay, and then you have to click whatever. You can either fire him or explore the map. So we can go and explore the map. And while we explore it, we come to find like a spider cavern. This is our first dungeon that is introduced in the game, and you immediately go and get a quest for it to explore and cleanse the cavern. Okay, also there is a tutorial that introduces you to a new feature, which is exploring dungeons. So you have to click the cave or whatever you explore and then scout it first. Okay, now your hero pretty much moves there, and this is where you enter the dungeon and you can start a fight. Okay, this is the power of the dungeon. It says 13. Okay, the power of my hero is pretty much not visible here, which I will update. And or maybe it can be displayed here. And well, that will know if the dungeon is too tough for us or not. I think it's probably better if I display the power of the hero here. We'll see. Okay, so at the moment we can just enter the dungeon, and this is where the combat automatically starts. Okay, the combat is fully automatic. You don't have to do anything. Okay, the only thing that you have to do or can do is click the quick events that can happen with every attack of the enemy or even your hero. Okay, so we can get some buffs, debuffs, you know, there's a lot of stuff in there happening. And for example, he gave us like a poison. that deducts 5% of our total health every time we move, every time we're on turn. It's like a turn-based battle, but depending on the speed of your hero, you can have more turns. Of course, if your speed is really fast, then your time bar, imagine there's like a time bar and it fills, and when it fills, you go. So the time bar fill depends on the speed. Okay. And now we've won the battle pretty much. And we got a level, we got a short sword, it's a recipe, and even some resources. Okay. So this is what we get from the first cavern, so it's really necessary to explore the dungeons and win the battle, of course. Okay, this is where the demo pretty much ends. I mean, you can do some stuff, you can continue, you can finish, you know, a few crafting quests. Tier 2 slots, actually. Okay, this is what I should explain here. Like, okay, I can't pause the game here with this. This is funny. I think it's my keyboard is probably switched. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's my keyboard or there's something blocking it after the battle. I'm gonna explore it later. So when you have 4 tiers of recipes. In demo, you can have only 2 tiers, of course. Tier 1, tier 2. You can put tier 1 in tier 2 slot, the recipes, but you cannot put tier 2 recipes in tier 1 slots. This is because tier 2 slots are harder to produce, and they're also more valuable when they're sold. Okay. We can do the quest here with crafting the fence. And we can also do the wheel plow, which is what we need to finish the bigger favor. It is, let's order a lot more iron than actually previously, and with this we'll have a lot of room, you know, even for errors, because if we start running out of resources, at least we'll know when that's happening, and we can either get rid of the resources or no. If you have a lot of resources and you don't have any money and you cannot mine anything, then there is another thing how you can get money. Because if you get close to 0, I think under 0.3, if you go below 0.3 gold, then the mines won't let you harvest anything because you're broke. Okay, so it automatically goes to 0. So in that case, but if you have some materials and let's say you have no money, you can go to marketplace and you can sell some of your resources for money. Okay, let's say I need, you know, 6 gold, and then I would just sell it. Of course, the price is not really worth it most of the time, but you can also buy from here. Okay. All right, let's fill this. It doesn't really matter. You can even use the same slots, the same items in every slot. It doesn't really matter. It's just you are, you know, you're cutting yourself. You're pretty much losing slots, you know, because you're filling them. If you will need to craft something later on, you will have to manually, you know, change it. So whatever, this is up to you, really. I don't really care how player, you know, what player puts in his slots. It's up to him. It's between him and the game. Nobody else, really. Okay, sometimes you mentioned this green light that comes around and hovers around the character. This is pretty much a buff that we get. For example, this is focus. It gives us temporary 10% crafting quality boost. It happens because we have a good morale. When the morale is above 100%, you can get any kind of boost. There are boosts for crafting quality, for speed, maybe even for morale, I'm not sure. Okay, they happen every time this green stuff hovers around you. Okay, I may change it later. Not sure if that's a proper representation. We'll see about that later. Okay, we need more iron. So at this moment, pretty much you have to be sure you're doing the proper things. Okay, now we'll finish this order because we only need is one more plow. And we also got some reputation there. Okay, now the last thing, I think the last quest in here would be the short swords quest, where you can craft 10 short swords. Okay, I should probably, this is overlapping as well. I should cut the text. So with this, okay, when we have no materials, we should get message that we have not enough materials. Maybe I can put a tip that you should mine something, not sure. So the quest text says that we have to craft it, okay, just in case as a reminder. That's it. Now, tier 2 recipes are quite harder to craft because, well, they take longer to produce and they cost more materials. So you need to know what you're doing with your money and resources when you start doing some quests, okay? If you come to have no money, then you can always do something else. Let's say I'm running out of money. All right. Let's order like 20 iron ore, that's fine. I'm running out of money now. And I say like, hey, I think I'm gonna run short, okay? So I'm gonna do some pickaxe here to get some money back, you know, in order so that I can continue. I can always sell them, you know. If it's not a quest item, it will be automatically added to the sale, on sale stuff. Okay, so right now we sold the pickaxes for like 1 gold already. We can sell items with pretty high quality now because we have quite big fame now already. Okay, all right, when you go into minus, you get a tip about how to generate more gold, okay? Because every week you pay 3 gold as a standard to your king as a tax. I think it should be 2 gold, I'm not sure. And then you have like apprentice training, that's 1 gold, and you have hero, who is probably also 1 or 2 gold, I'm not sure, per week. Okay, so what you can do, you can craft horseshoes, are really nice boost for your economy because they're cheap and fast to produce. But also you can do some other stuff, but pretty much at easy difficulty. If you have fame over like 25-30, you can actually sell almost anything and make a profit. Okay, you see the horseshoe cost like almost 1 gold and it cost us like 1 iron. It has a proc 50% chance to be sold for a higher value. So yeah, that's why it's really nice item. Be sure to always check the demand. For example, there are things that can get on demand depending on what level you're at and stuff like that. If the item is not in your demand, you better have charisma to sell it, otherwise it won't be sold, you know. For example, you're selling a common item which is just a rake. You need to have 25% charisma to sell the rake outside of its demand queue, right? So yeah. Regarding the town and its levels, at the moment we reached the maximum level of agriculture. Of course, there's warfare, and there will be arena if you hit level 2 warfare. This is in the works, and I'm working on the arena at the moment, where you will get also quests, rewards, and stuff like that. And there will be Commonwealth, of course, which will give us like a library, which is research, okay? But all of this is in the works. So yes, hero costs 2 gold actually per week. All right. I think we can finish the quest. Not sure, because we still need like 5 more swords. And we're running out of money, so we'll see. I think yes, I can make it. That's enough. Just be sure when the Sunday is coming, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend, just be sure you have enough money for Monday, otherwise you can end up in a huge minus and you may not get your materials from the mines. So yeah. Okay, we're gonna finish the Swordmaster quest here. Okay, we got a lot of gold because it gave us 10 gold. And pretty much this is where the content of the demo is over. You won't get any more quests from here now on. But we can craft the swords, okay? So what we can do is we can craft a sword for our character. It will be explained later in the prologue, but I can jump a little bit ahead here. And you can go to the heroes menu, and where your hero is, this is where you can see the stats of your hero and items and stuff. You know, you can equip like 6 parts on your hero. And we crafted pretty much the sword. Well, when crafting something, you also get a tip in the prologue. I can give you the tip now. Okay. Let me just get some iron here. Whatever, we can get more. Let's craft a sword. And let's turn off the autosell. If you want to equip something, you better be sure to turn off the autosell, otherwise it will get sold. See, the swords are quite really nice to craft because they're quite expensive to sell. And you can make good profit on them. And also when they have red pin, which means you contribute to the warfare of the city. Okay, so now when we crafted a sword, we can also equip it. Of course, this one doesn't give us really that much. It actually would reduce as 1 attack. So there's no point in wearing it, right? In that case, we can just go back and sell it. Of course, it costs now more because it's kind of easy trick in there. That's not yet reworked or something, if I should say it like that. So yeah. All right. What we can do also is there's a workshop expansion. You can expand your workshop, okay? Remember when you started the game, we said like there are 2 spaces, okay? Here there are 2 spaces. For example, for Vanborn, we can go and it costs us 50 gold to move there. There are 8 workshop spaces, okay? In Armor, I should probably fix this really. In Armor, there are like 16 workshop spaces. So this is like a new chapter of the game. Open Show is like the end game. You cannot go there, so it's pointless to talk about it right now. And we get 2 spaces in here. So we can put like a smelter here, for example. For 6 gold, we can expand our workshop. Okay. So when we build the expansion, we can actually go now and hire the smelter in there. It will work for us. Okay. This guy, actually it's her, she is kind of stressful, but whatever. It just has effect on the morale. But she's preciseful, so her quality, you know, is instantly increased. But I don't like it. I want to search for something else if possible, of course. Okay, it doesn't work like that now. So let's say if I can actually do something else about it. I can't. Yeah. So this feature is bugged again. But you can actually pretty much hire the smelter. At the moment I recommend hire the first one that it offers you. And then it can craft your materials, but at the moment there is no content. Well, the prologue, the smelter in the prologue is useful, but in the demo you don't have recipes or orders to make smelter efficient. Okay. And the upgrades for them are not set yet as well. So this is like a short demonstration of the demo for you guys. If you struggle with something, of course, feel free to tell me what goes wrong and stuff like that, so that I will check it. You know, I found some little issues here and there, and I will update it. Of course, I also have a Russian translation available, and I'm gonna release a new fix probably today. There's also this ultra wide. If you have ultra wide monitor, then, well, you probably have a little more, these windows will be a little more stretched because the UI is made like a stretch to fill. And I can't make them like scaling to fit the height only, because I have the windows here. If you would have an ultra wide monitor, I could make your windows to be normal, but then these would appear only in the middle of the screen, and you would have spaces, like these arrows will be somewhere here, let's say, which would look weird. So yeah. Okay, let's sell these swords just for fun. We have a demand on them, as we can see here, so they're sold pretty easily, and we can get rich. It's really easy in this game. And selling wheel plow gives us like 3 pins of agriculture. It's really perfect. It's a huge boost, but of course we cannot move towards here, so whatever. As you can see, I plan to do something with all of these resources displayed here. In Prologue, you can work with gold. You will move up to gold. So at the moment, these two are not used at, you know, but we'll see. So I already have like a longer gameplay ready, but as you see, there are still some little, you know, stuff that really bugs some situations. And until this is really super polished, there's no point in releasing more gameplay, you know? That would just bring more and more bugs, more and more frustration. And also, I think the mining should be like really displayed better, I think. Okay, so yeah. Let's see what I can do with that. Okay, guys, so my little streaming session is coming to an end, but feel free to visit me on my Twitch channel anytime, because I'm streaming like 3 times per week at least. So also probably I'll be updating my playing sessions later, even on Steam. And yeah, I look forward to, you know, hearing from your feedback and stuff like that. So feel free to let me know about any bugs that you encounter on my Discord channel, because it's really important for me. Actually, I should probably turn off my Discord. Yeah. Okay, guys. So thanks very much for your time. I will cut the stream and I will work on some stuff, probably release an update today or tomorrow. I will post it in the announcement so you can read it later when it's ready, okay? So thank you very much for your time and see you next time. Goodbye.